Good evening. Our team has decided to do the next event at Hyderabad on the 28th of October, around about 4:30 to 5 in the evening. It's a Saturday. Those desirous of meeting me in Hyderabad at the event may contact the email given below, moneypagehyderabad@gmail.com. We have also given WhatsApp numbers. You can contact us there. My team will be happy to help you with the details.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Be Rich. I managed to pull Anand in with great difficulty to do a couple of videos with me today. So you may see him in a video today and tomorrow. And if we do get this, be very grateful and do type in the comments below how great it is to see Anand back on Be Rich now and then. So I don't feel so lonely, and people like Balaji Ganesh doesn't feel sorry for me. That being said, I thought I'll talk to Anand about, since a lot of you like talking about American stocks, I thought I'll pick his brain on some dividend stocks, which I've been looking at in the American market, and get his views on what he thinks about these companies. And I thought I'll specifically just look at them in terms of dividend and dividend yield. Are they sound bets to think of right now in the current situation we are in? Without wasting much further time, I thought I'll get into the first company. The first company which I wanted Anand's opinion about is called Verizon Communications. Verizon is one of the top companies on my list, which I was looking at when I was looking at what's that, dividend stock. Their trailing dividend yield is at 8.39%. They're in the telecom services, which everyone should be knowing by now, because Verizon is a very old company and it's quite famous. So Anand, what do you think about Verizon
See, I'll
Communications?
tell you what Verizon is. As much as I know, I may be wrong because I'm not in US. It's not a company I track. But Verizon is a company which basically is a competitor to Baby Bills, is providing telecom services in America. The prices is very cheap. That is, the stock of price is very cheap. The
Correct.
dividends are very high.
Correct.
But I do not know whether the company has debt or not. First question.
Yes.
So if it's debt, I won't buy it. They are providing what we call as plumbing services. Is basically connecting one person to another person. They may offer other value add services, but their main is they are giving to the 4G, 5G services, voice and internet. And I don't know how big the market is in America. It must be already a mature market. And America has a different way of selling than India. In India, you buy the service separately, you buy the phone separately. In America, when I last checked, if you bought an Apple, you bought it along with the SIM. And it was bundled. That is, you bought a plan. You got the phone free along, and you paid for the phone and the service right through. So the model is slightly different from India.
Correct.
The dividend yield shows that the companies gives a lot of dividend, and definitely the dividend yield is more than the treasury yield. Treasury yield is something like 4 or 5% for the short term. This is giving 8%. Definitely it looks very attractive. It combines the advantage of a bond and as well as that of a equity. I don't think there is much upside to this equity because it's in a mature market. Unless it diversifies and grows worldwide, or it pivots and adds other services. If there is no debt and dividends are being paid out of profits, because in America companies take debt to
Yes.
give dividends.
Dividends, yes.
If it's a zero debt company, then it makes sense to buy this instead of buying a bond.
Okay. Next company. So please, like Anand said, do your research into this company, find out about the debt, and see if the debt is something you should be worried about before you venture out any further. Because right now we're going through a large debt cycle globally and in the US. So debt in these companies can be very painful thanks to the interest rate hikes which have been going through. And in the foreseeable future, even if interest rates do not go up, they will be held at these positions for some more time. This Anand has said in multiple platforms and multiple videos. So please do keep in mind that is very toxic for any company right now in this current environment. Don't go by our zero interest rate policy, which was there a couple of years ago. We are in a different environment now. So these companies with debt should be looked at very seriously and not taken very lightly. Second company which I wanted to ask Anand's opinion just on purely dividend was Coca-Cola. It's one of Anand's favorite companies and Warren Buffett's favorite companies. Their trailing dividend yield is at 3.4%. What do you think, Anand, about Coca-Cola?
3.4 is good dividend, not great. It's not like Verizon. But Coke is Coke.
Yes.
And the big advantage of Coke is it's a universal brand. And they have not tried to diversify too much like Pepsi. What Pepsi did was it bought Pizza Hut so that it could sell more Pepsi. And then it had to have a franchise, then it had to spin it off as a company. They also sell snacks. Coke for a long time was focused on drinks and has now moved to Minute Maid and other things because too much sugar and the world turned against sugar, so it's trying to add some health drinks. It's trying to diversify that. Other than that, Coke is a very focused company and it keeps on returning cash flow as dividend. The other advantage with Coke is artificial intelligence cannot hurt Coke.
Correct. Because human beings are consuming it.
Human beings are consuming it.
Yes, and the product is very simple.
Product is very simple. The syrup is bottled and sold.
And water.
And most of the bottlers are owned by Coke.
Yes.
Like Pepsi has outside bottlers.
Yes.
Coke relies on its own bottling and tries to buy the bottler. So it controls the entire value chain. The other advantage is Coke is recession proof.
Very
So
true.
there is no slump in sale of Coke.
Human beings still need to consume Coke even in downturn.
Yeah. And then unlike Verizon, Coke is a brand which is sold all over the world.
True.
So there is expansion possible all the time.
Yes.
Like they are market leaders in India because they bought Thumbs Up. And
Very
they
true.
knocked over Pepsi.
Yes.
So they can keep growing. Wherever there is a young population, they will grow. Next, if Africa becomes the destination, Coke will be there in Africa.
Very true.
So they have a syrup,
Bit of water.
and bit of water and soda,
Yes.
lot of sugar,
Yes.
and celebrity endorsement.
Yes.
Make profits,
Yes.
pay back profits.
Yes.
Business you understand well.
Yes.
Brand is established over 100 years. And they went to such an extent of branding that Santa Claus before Coke was in all colors. The red color Santa is because Coke took Santa as a brand ambassador once
Correct.
and made him red.
Correct.
But then the green and blue and other Santas disappeared.
Very
So
true.
that is the power of marketing in Coke.
Correct.
So one can start accumulating Coke, and there might be a price correction when the market corrects. But you will not get Coke going at 100 times PE and Coke at 5 times PE. So it will be a middle level thing. You will get your regular dividends, and the stocks will split, and the company will keep making money.
For a long term, it's always great.
Long term is bad. Even when they made such big blunders as New Coke and abandoned the old Coke, the market forgave them when they came back with the old thing.
Correct.
So it's a stable, safe company to buy.
Great. The next one which I want to move on is Coke's bitter rival, which is PepsiCo. PepsiCo is offering a dividend trailing at 3%, which is a little lower than Coke.
No, but the problem with Pepsi is Pepsi is unfocused. They have Yum brands, which is now spun off separately, I think. Because originally all these brands that Pepsi collected because they wanted to beat Coke. So you buy the restaurant chain
Correct.
thinking that you can sell Coke, sell Pepsi. Finally, it had to be unbundled. Then they did Firto Lace. Good, great brand. But you lost the focus.
Correct.
There is no focus. Then you bought Tropicana.
Correct.
Then for some time you had Quaker Oats. So you are all over the place. And so you, at one time, in India, Varun Beverages is a Pepsi distributor.
Yes.
So you are allowing cash. I rather have that you leave all this Firto Lace and you become the bottler and you capture the whole chain.
Okay.
One time what will happen is like Yum brands got pushed out. Lays will also get pushed out. So as a company, not very focused. If I had to choose between Coke and Pepsi, I would choose Coke. It's a great privilege and honor that so many of you in thousands have subscribed to my channel and have supported me. I have written 2 books in English, The Alchemy of Money and Ordinary Stocks, Extraordinary Profits. These books are published by us and are ready. If you want to procure a copy, send us a message to the WhatsApp number given below and my team would respond to you. If you want an Amazon Kindle copy, you can click the link below. Finally, those who wish to consult with me can send a mail to berichenglish@gmail.com. Once again, I thank you for your support. If you like this video, press the subscribe button of my channel, hit the like button and turn on the bell notification.